change this to fighting game news. All right, let's just talk about...
It wasn't really anyway.
Yeah, let's talk about fighting game stuff. Let's talk about cool fighting game stuff here, all right? So some kind of cool events that are coming up. If you guys remember, there was the Mastercup for Tekken, which is the tournament that has thousands of players in the 5v5 tournaments that take place in Japan. That is coming back. It is coming back on November 25th.
Ooh.
So, yeah, last year there was a few thousand players. I thought it was like, I think I had it as either number 1 or number 2, my favorite event from last year. And it is coming back again this year. Again, that will be on November 25th. I am excited for this.
They already have 1,000 players registered for the event. And we're a month away.
Yeah, 190 teams. That's a 5-man team. So that's 190 times 5. So that's 950 right there, right? So they're just right there. Dang.
Impressive.
So I'm excited for this. I think it's going to be really cool. Oh, dude. Okay, so Markman's in chat.
Hey.
And says he'll be on their commentary with Tasty Steve and Giuna.
Wow, shout-outs to Giuna.
Yeah, I know.
How's it? Man, that guy...
What is a Capcom commentator doing on there?
Oh, boy. Capcom Giuna. I feel like it was like 2 years... It couldn't have been longer than 2 or 3 years ago when Giuna was like so anti-esports.
Dude,
that was yesterday.
And he hated Capcom so much.
He hated Capcom.
Capcom is shit.
What was
Street
that
Fighter
about?
5 is shit. And here he is. But
I feel like that was yesterday.
I'm telling you, Markman,
Whatever.
I'm totally down to do some Tekken commentary too. I'm totally down. I think I'm up there with Giuna. I think I can do it.
I think you probably are.
I think I can do it the same way with Giuna.
Give my man a try. Why? Why not? Why not?
Definitely do this.
Because he's not just a Capcom player, because he plays Guilty Gear sometimes? Is that why? Probably is why. James getting the shaft over there.
Yeah, exactly. I can totally do it, dude. I am totally down for it. I'm totally down for it. So,
yeah, that wasn't even years ago, right? Wasn't that like actually the start of this year? I feel like this. But hey, whatever, man.
I love Giuna. Okay, I'm just giving him shit. I love the guy.
Dude.
I love the guy. Giuna's an awesome guy. I like him. I like him.
For sure, man.
I'm just totally just teasing him right now. So
yeah, I'm half teasing.
But Master Cup is coming up next month, and that is going to be super sick. It's going to be super exciting. Like I said, last year I thought it was the one of the best events that all year long. So I'm looking forward to this. It was hype, really well done production, etc., etc. So also speaking of Evo, the Evo. I mean, I hate doing this announcement of an announcement, but Wizard did tweet out that the Evo trailer will be coming out this week. So the Evo trailer. So this is the first trailer. Usually this first trailer just announces location and date. And then around December, January time is when we find out about the games. So right now I'm sure that this is just going to be date. This is just going to be location. So we can all start planning ahead. So we don't need any sort of GoFundMe drives to get you to Evo. So you can start saving now.
That would be nice.
Someone says it's actually like in 5 hours they're going to release it. Why would they release it in 5 hours? That seems like a really terrible time to release it at like 1 a.m. Oh, today he said it was coming in 24 hours. Okay, so it might be within the next day that trailer is coming out.
Well, we'll see.
Okay. Let's see. What else do I have?
Yeah, Fight of Gods, Evo Sunday. Sick.
God's Evo Sunday. That'd be the greatest thing ever.
It was basically there last time.
Just game news here. Tekken 7, speaking of Tekken 7, gets more NJPW content. If you remember, King, if you put on 3 certain pieces of armor, like clothing, then he would do like the move of one of the famous wrestlers in Japan. Which actually is his counter hit towards neutral too. Like if you counter hit it, he does it anyway. And so it's like it just gets turned into his critical art, or his super, I should say. Rage art.
Thank you.
My bad.
Thank you.
His rage art. So.
Jeez.
Okay. But this is all for Lars, apparently. So another character is going to get outfits and stuff like that. So apparently Lars will be able to get a new rage art if you put on all that stuff, supposedly. So there you go.
Cool.
Also, Injustice 2.
Yeah.
It's announced to be on PC.
The biggest news of the day. I can't believe that we've waited this long, because this is, to me, the most important news today. Man, finally. Just this past weekend, right, I was playing I brought a PS4 and a game setup to ELEAGUE Last Chance Quals, and so Tasty Steve and Rip and I were grinding out until like 2 in the morning, and we were complaining so much about how we couldn't just bring our laptop. Just bring a laptop, and then let's play some video games. We had to bring this whole backpack with a PS4 from who knows how long ago. Who knows? PS4 has been around forever. I don't know. It's ancient technology. Let's just use our PCs. So
I tried to install Tekken on my PC, and I don't have enough disk space.
Boy.
I like separating my game stuff from everything else. I don't know. I just like it. I like it. It's more convenient to me.
What if you separated it by putting it on a separate hard drive?
Yeah. I would have to buy another hard drive.
Indeed you would.
Actually, I'm more leaning towards buying another computer, period, so I can work upstairs, so I can do all the editing and everything upstairs. So, cool, but that's just an expensive thing to have to do. So.
Yeah, no doubt.
That is the biggest problem. Other problem too with PCs as well is that it is an expensive process. It is definitely an expensive. For
sure,
process.
Yeah. The amount of money that you need to go in on it in the start is certainly more. However, it lasts a long time, and you can upgrade it basically ad infinitum. So.
Yeah, but that has not gone well for me most of the time. So every time I've tried to upgrade things, I've been met with disasters. Let's put it that way. So
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that's awesome, and it starts tomorrow.
The beta. There's a beta.
The beta starts tomorrow.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Nintendo Switch had a recent update that has added GameCube controller functionality, which is interesting. So that little device that came out for the Wii U that let you plug in the GameCube controllers now works on the Switch.
For what reason?
Nobody knows.
For what reason?
Could they possibly be making a Melee HD? I mean, that's what a lot of people are praying for.
For sure, that's true.
I mean, for me, I think it would just be nice to have another control pad that I could actually use. Maybe that way I could just play on the Switch with a control pad if I wanted to. Because I'll tell you this right now, like, it's nice to be able to pull the controllers off, but I swear that there is lag because they're wireless controllers. Like, if I play Puyo Tetris and I play it on the thing, I have infinitely less misdrops than when I'm playing
that makes sense to me.
Off of it. So it'd be nice to have a pad. So
makes sense to me. Yeah, when patched Melee ends up dropping, it will be great. When Sakurai redoes Melee balance. Oh man, that would be the funniest and worst thing ever to happen.
They're just gonna make it so that Fox and Falco can jump cancel their gunshot now too. Because it definitely was not good.
Invincible gunshots, please.
Yes, invincible gunshots, exactly. God.
Patch, man. Oh, that'd be so mean. That would be the meanest thing ever.
If they patched it, you think?
Yeah.
No, I think it would, dude.
No, it'd be terrible. For sure.
Just because they would do it wrong, right?
No, I mean, even if it was great, people would be mad. There's no way around it.
Right, yeah.
There's no way around it.
It's true.
There's nobody who would be cool with all the changes. That happened in our own community. You know it.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
You know it.
I don't know of any game that
HDR was not some imbalanced mess. It was not my preferred game, but wasn't terrible. But man, it was terrible. That's how it went.
I mean, honestly, the characters changed their playstyle a lot.
Yeah, they did.
A lot of characters had their playstyle completely morphed.
It's not what I would have done, that's for sure.
Right. So, I mean, like, if Melee HD, honestly, like, let's say I was in charge of rebalancing it, right? Heaven forbid. But, like, even if I was the one that went out and got the research from everybody, the goal would be not to nerf anybody. Just buff other characters up. Like, that's all I would do, to be honest with you.
You know people would be mad. There's no way to avoid it.
It's probably true.
That would be the best way to go about it, but there's no way to avoid it. So.
Well, Street Fighter V Arcade Edition pre-orders will now include 30th Anniversary and Nostalgia Premium costumes. So there's a lot of new costumes coming. So everybody's been wondering where that Ibuki and Alex Nostalgia costumes.
Oh, right.
Well, here they are. So they're here. Even Juri has a Nostalgia costume now, so she looks like the classic. Akuma doesn't look like a freaking lion bot here anymore and stuff like that. So a lot of cool stuff like that coming out. And then there's also going to be some 20th Anniversary costumes for Bison and I think like Karen, doesn't she have like the oh no, that's the sports DLC that's coming out, where Karen actually has the horse trainer outfit, which actually is really, really cool.
That's cool.
I really like that one. So
I like the Zangief one where he's like a gladiator or something.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't really know what's going on there, but it looks cool.
Also, there is a game called Toho Sky Arena, which I don't know anything about it, but I think it's a platform fighting game. It's a arena fighting game, but it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch. So far, it's only been on PlayStation Vita, but they just announced that it's coming out on Switch.
Cool.
Again, it features 20 playable characters from the Toho franchise. I don't know much about this game at all. I don't know anything about this game.
Fact.
But for anybody out there who does know about this game, hopefully that excites them. So, also, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, although we did not have the numbers, actually placed 6th on the September sales chart. And it was only out for 2 weeks in September.
What sales chart?
The official NPD sales chart, I think. Let's see. September, so...
Were there like 7 games that came out?
No, there was actually more than that. So
okay, what did it place above?
Destiny 2 was number 1.
Of course.
NBA 2K18 was number 2. Madden NFL 18, then FIFA 18, then Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. So those are some pretty big games that people are excited for.
Sure.
And then Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Now, granted, it did better than Grand Theft Auto 5, which is like a 10-year-old game.
Yeah.
But it did do better than NHL 18 because nobody watches hockey in the U.S.
Yeah, it's dead. As a hockey fan,
Breath of the Wild, Rainbow Six Siege, Mario Kart 8, Metroid Samus Returns. I'm actually kind of surprised about that. Pokken Tournament DX, Overwatch, all these things like that are down there. NBA Live 18. I'm not surprised by that. NBA Live has not been good for a while.
Apparently not.
But Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite number 6. Now, I'm suspecting it's like the big 5, and then there's this huge drop off to Marvel, but it's still not as doom and gloom as I was expecting. So.
I'm very happy to hear that because I thought it would sell poorly.
Yeah, I'm
pretty
sure it's a big drop, but I do need to. Oh, God, how have I not picked up Metroid Samus Returns yet?
Well, you're part
I
of the
feel like
problem.
I'm completely messed up on that. Yeah, exactly. I totally should have. I bet you if I bought it once, it would probably jump over like Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
It's all you.
Yeah, none of those games came out in September for sure, so I don't know, but I thought it would be really, really terrible, so. Okay, what else is going on? In terms of community stuff, I mentioned this before, but Silent Scope had been releasing a bunch of tutorial videos for CVS2. He's released a new one. I think he's done one per groove so far, and now he's finished the K-Groove one. So you could definitely check that out. Check him out on Twitter. He is at Twitter. Well, actually, if you just go to youtube.com and look up Silent Scope, you'll be able to find him. Let me make sure it's not like Silent Scope 8. Yeah, it is. Silent Scope 88. If you go to his channel and you see a header with Cammy from HDR in there, that's the one. So there you go.
Cool. Nice work. I watched the one on Ngroove. I see you in the chat there. I liked a lot of the info, although I wish that you had stopped and started the video sometimes because there were times when it got a little rambly just to give honest feedback. But I thought it was good info for sure.
Apparently, Wizard responded to Maximilian and said that it actually tanked hard.
What are we talking about?
So Maximilian says, in other news, MvCI charting 6th in September NPD is much higher than I thought it would be considering the competition. Need actual numbers, though. And Wizard responded, I have the numbers. It tanked hard. So there you go. So 6 apparently is not very good at all. So.
Well, okay. That's a bummer then.
Yeah, so there you go.
Roller coaster.
Yep. Well, unfortunate, but we'll see. We'll see what happens, so.
Dang, there's going to be an Injustice 2 ESL tournament in Australia for $20,000. And Biohazard will be going. That's cool. I hadn't heard about it.
Okay.
If you could, please send on Twitter over to me some info.
Yeah.
That was not the best
Yeah,
sentence.
I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not surprised if Marvel did really poorly. It had the worst marketing ever.
No.
Nobody knew it was coming out. The game looked horrible. There was so much negativity going into that game. So, yeah, who knows?
I would be surprised if it did well.
Yeah, I mean,
I hope it did.
The thing that makes me the most sad about that is that I'm 99% sure that means it's probably it for Marvel vs. Capcom.
As a series.
Probably will never see another one again, just because it's tanked hard, and Marvel's going to be like, you guys suck, we want Injustice numbers, you know, like...
Yeah, why don't we get these DC numbers right now?
And then probably that's it at this point in time, and they might throw it over to... Like, they'll see Dragon Ball, and they'll be like, okay, Arxis, now you make a Marvel fighting game, you know, and something like that, which would be sick. Which would be amazing.
What a silver lining, James.
Yeah, I know. That's actually amazing, so...
Can you imagine, like, Tager versus some of those characters in Marvel?
They don't even need to do a versus, dude. They don't even need to do a versus. If they just straight up just made a Marvel... I mean, honestly, Arxis needs to make all the fighting games. Capcom needs to hire them.
Dang.
To make Darkstalkers.
Dang.
Right? Like, Capcom just needs to straight up do that. Apparently, they've done it before, too, so... But it would be a completely different game. It would be a completely different game, of course, so...